So in 2026, there are some items that I will no longer be purchasing, that I will absolutely not be buying. And I want to say, it's not a punishment. It's not to deprive myself of anything. It's just because I have enough of it and I really need to slow down my overconsumption. If you're looking to slow down your overconsumption and become more intentional with your spending, this may be the video for you. So let's get right in. Let's dive right in. I think I've had a very strong Starbucks, so it may be impacting my energy with this one, but I will bring it down a couple notches. But this also makes me very excited to kind of talk about these things as well. The first items are mugs and water bottles. I'm officially done with buying them. If you can see here, I will put up a little video. I counted almost 20 mugs and water bottles that I own. Those are not including the mugs and water bottles of my husband. Those are my personal mugs and water bottles. I would have to say that not water bottles as much, but mugs at one point were really becoming something that I collected. Whenever I would go on vacation or go on a trip or even at a job, I would always get a mug to really remember that place. For example, like I've had 4 jobs in my adult life, and all 4 places that I have worked, I have a mug that I actually use. And so I don't know, it's like a memory, it's like a wholesomeness to me that I really love collecting mugs. But I think I've gotten to a point where I have 2 cabinets in my kitchen that are just focused on my mugs. And I think that it's time to kind of stop purchasing of the mugs, and also for the water bottles as well. I do not need any additional water bottles. I don't even need any additional travel coffee mugs. I am good with what I have, so I will no longer be purchasing any of that in this year or in the future. I have enough. The second item is shoes. I love shoes, and I will say that my affinity comes with, and my love for shoes, or because I can say that I have been in the same size shoe for my adult life. It doesn't matter how much weight I gain, how much weight I lose, I am the same shoe size. So I think that's why I purchase so many pairs of shoes. I have a video I will watch it below of me doing a declutter of over 80 pairs of shoes, and I decluttered 15 pairs, and I think I purchased since then maybe an additional 3 pairs. I know I bought 2 pairs of boots and a pair of flats, but maybe 3 or 4 pairs of shoes that I've purchased since then. So I have really focused on going through my shoe collection, knowing what I have, and knowing that there's not anything that I need. I do not need to purchase any pairs of shoes. I have summer shoes, I have winter shoes, I have spring shoes, I have fall shoes. I have enough shoes to hold me. And I think what I want to get back to is just wearing my stuff. And also, as you wear things and you may wear things down, getting those things repaired. So there are a couple pairs of shoes that I do want to bring to the cobbler to get the heels replaced. But yeah, and I think that's what we should be doing. I don't think that means that we get rid of those shoes and if they're still wearable and we purchase new ones. I want to get more in the mindset of getting things repaired. So no more shoes for 2026 or in the near future. The third thing is wallets. I have a stack of wallets that I don't use. They are just sitting there taking up space. And along with wallets, I want to add wallets on chains, small leather good. I don't need any of that anymore. I hardly ever use them. I have this wallet that I got from the Kate Spade outlet that I have been using, and it's a perfect size, and I can throw it in every single bag. So there's really no point of me using my other wallets. And like I've said before, I just want to use my stuff. So I think there's an opportunity for me to really downsize my wallets on chains or any sort of small leather good. I don't really need it anymore. I don't use them. So that is something that I will say that I am no longer purchasing, and that I will also be focusing on downsizing this year. The fourth thing, and I made this commitment to myself a while ago, and then I started purchasing again, and then I need to get back to it, is fake and cheap jewelry. I think I went through a little phase where if I liked it, I thought it was cute, I just purchased it. And I no longer want to do that. I think at my big age, I think that it's important to start to really curate not just my wardrobe, but my jewelry as well. And I never really thought about it that way. I focused so much on clothes, I didn't think about those other things. So I really want to take the time this year to go through my jewelry collection and start really eliminating some of those cheaper items that I don't even wear. I wear the same jewelry all the time, and I want to start focusing on just making sure that I have my everyday jewelry that's of high quality, that's either gold or sterling silver that I have, and wearing those pieces. And also thinking about, which may seem like a little depressing, but also looking about what are going to be my heirlooms. What am I going to give to my godchildren? What am I going to give to my younger cousins? And I would like for it to be really good quality jewelry. I will say that that was one of the best things that my grandmother did for me, was kind of handing down some of her jewelry that I still have, I still wear, and I still love, because they were important to her and she loved them, and they were of great, wonderful quality that are probably over 50 years old. And a lot of the cheap jewelry that I have ain't gonna last me for no 50 years. So I really want to downsize my jewelry and make sure that I am really focusing on the quality of the jewelry and not the quantity of it. The fifth thing that I will not be buying in 2026, and this is a hard one, are books, notebooks, not books, but notebooks and journals. I have a lot. And every year I always say that I'm going to journal, that I'm going to start journaling. I'm going to use my 5-minute journal, and I never use it. I have a 5-minute journal that sits right at my bed, and I don't open it. It's just become decor. It just looks really cute. I have it under my hatch. I'll show you a picture of this 5-minute journal, and it's just not something that I have an affinity to do. I know some people love journaling. They see the benefits of journaling. I know that there's benefits. I know that it should be something that I should be doing, but I have learned that if I have no interest in it, if I'm not doing it, I'm not. So I will not be buying journals. The other day I can't remember where I was. Maybe I was in like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and I went over, they have the book area of that, and they're so pretty. And the motion of me grabbing one of those 2026 journals or planners, and I had to stop myself and say, Tamika, you have a 2024, a 2023, a 2022 that you have not used. So no journals, no notebooks, none of that for 2026. I have enough. I need to use what I already have. This may seem like a weird one here, but I will explain. Let me explain it. But no new vitamins or supplements. A lot of this is like who I want to be, but who I really am. I want to be a person who takes my vitamins and does all that healthy supplement stuff, but I'm at a point where I know what I'm going to remember to take and I want to take. I have a consistency around it. I have regular vitamins that I take. I have my multivitamin. I have my calcium. There are things that I take regularly, but sometimes I'll be in Walgreens or CVS and I'll be walking through the vitamin aisle and I say, hey, maybe I should get that biotin, or maybe I should get that folic acid. And then I buy it, I bring it home, and I never use it. Don't come at me. I know I probably should be taking these things. I know that these things are so beneficial, but I will continue to take my multivitamin. I do my collagen. I do my fiber. Those are the things that I know that I will do. And if my doctor tells me to do something that I need to add, I will add it. But Making that decision on my own, I will not be doing in 2026. It's a waste. It takes up space. I have vitamins in my cabinets that have just been sitting there, and I do not want to do that anymore. It makes no sense. And also, vitamins are expensive, and it's a waste of money for me anyway. The seventh thing is hair oils. Actually, probably hair products in general, but I am going to stick with the hair oils. I did a recent declutter of my products in my bathroom, my hair oils, my hair care, my skin care, kind of all those things. And I had 5 or 6 bottles of hair oils. And I need to use what I already have before I purchase anymore. I love hair oils. I think that they're important to have. But do I need to be buying any more in 2026? Probably not. The 5 or 6 that I have, I think will last me at least for the next 6 months. So I will not be buying them until they're already used up, until I run out. But hair products just in general, I need to slow down on. I am doing a project pan, so that's a really big part of that. But I just wanted to say that I think for me, hair oils have to definitely be that one in, one out, instead of experimenting with a variety of different things. And I have to add, and I don't know if I'm going to cut this part out or keep it in, but what pushed me to buy a lot of these hair oils was that Abby Young method. I don't know if you watch her on YouTube. Love her content. Love her. But she has all these recommendations, and I know it's not really recommendations to buy. It's just recommendations. But the way that my mind works, because I'm so easily influenced, and I know that about myself, I was just buying all these hair oils that she was recommending, and I'm not going to do that anymore. So no more hair oils. I will still watch Abby, but I won't be doing any purchasing. The 8th thing is perfumes. No more perfumes in 2026, or most likely beyond. I love fragrances, but I already own enough. I do have a beautiful fragrance tray, and I'm at a point where not every item can even fit on the tray. So I need to pause. I need to use what I already have. And instead of adding, I really want to enjoy what I have and get that tray, get some space on that tray, use up some of those things, finish up some of those bottles, so that in the future I can add more, because there are a couple scents that I want to purchase, but I have told myself that if there is no space on my fragrance tray, I am not buying it. So I probably need to get done with 2 or 3 the perfumes I already have before I can add those in. The 9th thing are belts. I feel like you're never fully dressed without a belt. I went a little belt crazy last year, or the year. For the last couple years, I have really gone belt crazy. That I have so many belts that my belt hanger just looks a little crazy. It also overwhelms me. I did get rid of some of the belts when I was doing a clear out earlier. I got rid of only 2 or 3 belts, but I need to look a little bit harder and do more of an edit on those belts. I think that I have let some of the belt trends influence me in the belts that I purchased, but I don't wear. There are some belts that are just my regulars I love, so I will stick with those, and I think I need to clear out some of the other belts that I have. But no more belts. I have enough. I have every color. I have zebra print. I have every print. I have burgundy. I have black. I have brown. I have white. Every belt color, every belt style I have. So I know that's not anything that I need to be repurchasing this year or even beyond. And the 10th and final thing. So when I first made this list, there were only 9 items on it. So I went to my husband and I asked him, I was like, 9 is like an odd number. So I need a 10th item. So we were sitting having dinner last night, and he said I would add plants and toys for Estelle, my cat, to the list. And I said, plants are not going on the list. I love plants. I think they make our house beautiful. And I will continue to bring plants into the house. as I see fit, okay? He's not a plant lover. He calls it a jungle. It's not a jungle. It's beautiful. But I digress. But I will add to my 10th item on the list are cat toys. If you are a cat owner, you know that they are very much into a toy and then they get very bored. But I would say Estelle has kind of her mainstay. She likes the little mouse that we have. She likes the fishing rod and she likes the red light. You know, that red light that you move around. She loves those toys, and those are the ones that she plays with the most. And the rest just kind of take up space. And I do tend to buy her a lot of toys. My cat is spoiled. And I would say that gift giving is my love language, even towards my cat. So the 10th item I will add is that I will not be buying Estelle, as hard as it is, any more cat toys. So those are my 10 items. So I just want to add, for me, midlife is about intentional choices, no impulse purchases, but it isn't about restriction. It's about freedom, peace, and using what I already own. If this video resonated with you at all, please let me know in the comments. And I would like to also know, what's one thing that you're no longer buying in 2026 or beyond? I would love to know that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with someone who's also trying to break up with overconsumption. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.